I don't do sports talk a lot because it's two girls here. But today we are.
Sure.
Introduce yourself. Tell them what you do, why you here, and we're gonna get into this NBA season, man, because we got some good stuff to talk about. Go ahead.
I'm Ray Pat, host of the Ray Pat Show. I do, host a sports podcast, open it up a little bit, more lifestyle. We coming back pretty soon here. Thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be back with you guys. It's fun last time. I appreciate it. Let's get it.
Clap it up for Ray, man. And I'm going to let you get straight into it because I want to know, if I bump into you somewhere, we shoot the shit about sports.
Okay.
But I want to know, like, officially on camera so I can hold you to it.
Let's
top
get
three
it.
teams. You could do Western. I'm going to do Eastern.
Okay.
I want to know your top three teams in the West for this NBA season.
Okay.
And tell me why number one is number one.
Well, I mean, number one, obviously, Denver.
Okay.
Reigning defending
I've
champions.
been hearing some lists that don't have Denver as number one. So
I mean, that's foolish, right?
Okay.
They lost Bruce Brown. He's okay, but they'll be okay. They still got Jokic, right?
Okay.
Okay. So they still got Jokic then.
Okay.
They start at number one.
Your number one is my number one. All right.
Okay, there
Number
we
two.
go. Depends on the health of the Clippers, man. I like the Kawhi Leonard rule. If he plays the whole 65 he's required to play, they probably win like 53.
Wait, required?
Yeah, like in order to win postseason awards and those things, now you got to
so
play
you're
a
saying to be
minimum
an
of
all-star.
65
I don't think
games.
Kawhi could.
No, I mean at some point you got to play. Especially he came out strong in the preseason. He was against it, telling about that rule wasn't for him when he knows it was exactly for him. You know what I mean?
They should have called it the Kawhi. The
Yeah,
way they called
yeah.
Tom Brady's rule.
You know what I'm saying?
They should have
That's the
called it
Kawhi,
the Kawhi
Leonard.
rule.
And
yeah.
Paul George, his homeboy is on the same shit. So, you got to have both of them accountable. You know
Your
what I
number
mean?
two is not my number two. Though.
But, I mean, if they play. If they don't play, then you got to go with the Lakers, right?
You don't have Phoenix number.
I feel like if I don't put Phoenix third, you're not going to invite me back. So I'll give you Phoenix third just
Third,
because
okay.
I like you, man. You know what I mean?
Were they not your number three?
I think 4,
Okay.
right? Like, I think Denver, both LAs.
Okay.
But Phoenix, if KD gets hurt, then it all goes up in smoke anyway. You
I
know
don't
what
believe that
mean?
because we have Bradley Beal now.
Bradley Beal was in the East. He didn't really do anything in the East.
He was an all-star. But before we had him, I believed what you said. They need
Yeah.
KD to win.
Yeah.
What I've seen with Bradley Beal says that without KD, this team can still be competitive. Now, will they be over the edge with him? Of course. Okay.
I mean, they're top heavy as shit, as a
Yeah.
quote from LeBron. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? So if you can stretch it out on the bench, then all right. But if not, then you might be in trouble. What about the East, man? You said
So-
you like the East.
So for the East, for me, I love Giannis and Dame.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's gonna be a
That's a
problem.
problem. Yeah.
So I got them number one coming out the East. I know it's their
Okay.
first year together, but I got them at least coming out the East. Winning the East, I don't know.
Oh,
Because-
Boston?
I was gonna say my number two team is Boston.
Yeah.
They've added what I think is a reinvigorated
Yeah. Kristaps?
Kristaps.
Mm.
I can't see them being out of the picture. And then third, I've got
Hemi?
no. Third, I've got
Philly.
Philly. There we go.
Oh,
They've
over
got-
Hemi?
They've got the MVP. They've got
I think when it matters, though, especially with James Harden, you know what I mean? When it matters, I think Hemi. So I would
Okay.
take Boston, Milwaukee, and Miami, man.
Hey, well, we're going to hold you to it, man. Hey, Flexcast, we're going to get out of here, man. We went a little bit over, but we'll be back, though. We'll talk more sports. We'll see y'all next show, man. We out.
Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.